doesn't make any difference where we set the bar. I find that our congregation exceeds that bar. And they do it so graciously and willingly. And I think that's just another commitment that, we're here to improve the lives of people in our community that don't have access to the same stuff that we have. A group are small, when we have a small church group to begin with, but big hearts, and that's really important.
I also love that we're growing. We've had a few new members and they're awesome. I love them. And the people who've been walking in the door and staying, they're not beginners. They know what they're looking for and they know what they've found. And they decide within weeks, it seems, that this is the place. This is great.
I always tell people, I'm going to ask you to be involved, but it's because I want you to grow in your faith and learn through doing things together. But you always have the opportunity to say no. And sometimes people say no, and that's great. I love boundaries. And sometimes, but most of the time people say yes, I want to be involved, or yes, I can help out that way. Sometimes it's maybe not right now, but people jump up and roll up their sleeves, and the investment that people have in this community is awesome and astounding and beautiful to see. I think people understand that the ministry here really matters, that what we're doing is making a difference and has made a difference in their own lives, and so they want to, help be involved in that way.
Giving money is the hardest thing in stewardship. All the other things are a little easier, but the money is, that's a tough one. I was never wealthy or had a lot of money, but I learned how to incorporate the church and its financial needs into my financial capabilities, fit it in, and live with it. And it's always been there for 40 plus years now. And I like that feeling of being able to include that in all of my wonderful utilities and house payments and car payments and all of that kind of stuff. You also make church payment. And I think that's, once you accept that and learn how to do it right, it just becomes a part of you. And it's a really important part of you. This church is, no matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, no matter who the people are, it's a very important place to be, and that has to be funded, just like everybody else does.
And ironically, Well of Hope was going through a capital campaign when we visited, and the pastor at the time thought that would be a big turnoff for us, but we were both in church work, so we knew the gig, and that didn't bother us at all. When the pastor asked for the people who were on a committee to stand up, more than half of the congregation stood up, and that was something that kind of stood out, that this is a place where people not only belong, but are actually a part of something.
That showed me that Well of Hope is a place where people are engaged and people are invested, and that's the kind of community that I want to be part of.
Well, the consciousness knows whenever all you're saying is, I'd like more people to help pay the bills. That's you know what I mean? The consciousness knows when that's all you want. But when you want the person, the whole person, yes, the consciousness knows that too.